Hi everyone, it's Vic here, and today I'm sharing with you a layout for GoGo Getaway. It's for one of our challenges for the March 2021 Cyber Retreat, and it's a colour challenge set by me. So I went with really pretty colours, as I showed you at the beginning of the video, and I decided that the Cocoa Vanilla Daydream collection would match them perfectly. It's such a super pretty collection that I absolutely adore, and have been admiring it from afar and not really used it that much, so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to actually use some of those gorgeous goodies that I've got to create a layout. So I've got a photograph here of my husband and my youngest Caris. This photo was taken back in 2018 in August. We'd gone to the Isles of Scilly for our holiday for a week. Such a beautiful place, and I managed to get this photograph of them and I just absolutely love it. I just think it's super cute and really just shows the love and connection they have for one another. So I really wanted to document that onto my page here. And I decided that I'd try and utilise some of the circular frames that were in the collection in the ephemera kit bits. I got 2 of those packs because the ephemera in these Cocoa Vanilla collections are just gorgeous and you can never have enough flowers. So that was the idea and inspiration along with the colour scheme of my layout. And I wanted to continue that circular theme of those frames throughout my page, and decided that I would cut some circles of different sizes out of those gorgeous pattern papers. I absolutely love that peachy corally toned paper with the hearts on. I just thought it was beautiful. So although it was the summer, it was a little bit cloudy, but to me the smiles on my husband and daughter's faces just radiate sunshine, so that's why I've put the little sunshine ephemera piece up the top there. And I'm just having a look through now at all of the word ephemera from the collection. There are so many there. I always struggled to incorporate them on my layouts because they are quite large words and they really are there to make an impact on your pages. So they are perfect for titles, but I had to remember when I was doing my layout to think about where I was going to put these words as I went along, rather than as an afterthought after I'd created my page. So I was just toying around with the idea here of using some of the rainbow paper to have a rainbow coming out from the side, but decided that wasn't going to quite work for me. So carrying on with the circular theme, I'm using, as you can see there, some of the ephemera to use as a template and draw around, and then hand cut out my my pattern paper circles. Now, because I've hand cut them, they're not going to be absolutely perfectly circular. So a way I've got around that is just by distressing the edges of those paper circles with the sides of my scissors. And that also just helps add a little bit of texture to your page. I've added a pear tree cut file cloud up the top corner there with the little hearts on there, super cute, from the Build a Cloud collection. And because I've got the sunshine there, I just wanted to try and link it all in and just try and ground that sun a little bit with the cloud. And it really is now just a case of me building everything up, tucking in some of these pretty florals that I wanted to try and follow the lines of the circles to make the layout flow so that your eye is drawn across your page. And I also wanted to add in some of the really cute smaller rainbow ephemera pieces from the collection throughout my layout. So just adding some more circles because it was quite top heavy on the layout, so I wanted to try and balance it with the colours down at the bottom and also with the solid blocks of colouring. So just repeating the papers that I'm using for those circles, and that just helps bring your layout all together. So it did take an awfully long time faffing around with where I was going to put some of my embellishment clusters on the layout here. So I've cut some of that out, and once I was sort of happy with how the design was going, as you can see, I've just used a pencil to lightly mark around where the main circular areas are on my layout. And the reason I did this is because I wanted to add some mixed media to my page. And I've recently discovered Shimmers paints and absolutely love them. They're really, really beautiful. And they just give you such a lovely soft tone in the background. Really, really pretty, and just catch the light and shimmer. So what I've done is the ones that I'm using are the shimmers. So they already come as a liquid. And I'm applying them to some old packaging that I've got, and adding a tiny bit of water to them as well. And then I'm just using what they call the packaging technique, so smishing it across my page and my layout there. So I'm just having a look to see what the colours were that I used. And I've used Bubblegum Blast, Colder Than Ice, and Ho Ho Silver. But the colours, I tried to match them as best as I could with the Cocoa Vanilla Studio papers, but I didn't want them to be too overpowering. Now when you apply your mixed media, it just looks like a really, really hot mess. But because I knew roughly where my circles were going to go for my layout or my design, I just added the mixed media around the edges there. And then as you can see, as you're building your ephemera and everything back up on your page, once your mixed media is dried, you cover up most of it. So you just see little bits peeking out here and there, and it just adds a really, really lovely effect to your page and just helps ground your photograph and your whole design, so it doesn't look like it's floating around on the page. So as you can see, it's coming along nicely now. Added a lot more of the ephemera. I really had a good route around and have used, I think, definitely my whole first pack of ephemera and maybe about half of my second floral ephemera pack from the collection. And I wanted to add some words in, things that reminded me of the day. So I've added those really cute little stickers from the collection, and I've just oh no, not stickers, sorry, they weren't stickers, they were just from the ephemera pack, but I've just added them along the edges just to balance everything up. Now stupidly, as always, haven't stuck down anything as I've gone along. I'm always worried if I'm going to stick things down that I'm going to want to move them again. So now I'm going through the task of very carefully trying to stick everything back onto my layouts. So I'm working from the bottom up, so the pieces that I know definitely I want stuck down and not raised up on the layout, just tucking all of those bits in now. And then to add some dimension to my page, I'm now raising up some of the title words with some kids sticky back foam. I do like the little foam pads that you can get for crafting, but I always find that this sticky back foam is brilliant because you can cut it to size and it just creates a bit more of a solid background for you. So I really love how it's coming along. I've added some twiddled bits of black thread in there, but I felt it was a bit too white spaced on the top and the bottom opposing corners there. So just using some papers from the collection, and I'm literally just tearing them at a bit of an angle, as you can see, and then I've just rolled the edges slightly just to soften the edges, and I really love the effect that the rolled paper gives because you get a glimpse of what the colours are on the other sides of those papers. It was simply now just a case of me adding my journaling, and I wasn't sure at the beginning whether to do it with black pen, so I've done it with a silver pen there, but decided it didn't show up enough. So just following around the edges of those circular frames, because I think if it was straight writing it would have just looked a bit strange in my eyes. So just doing my journaling along there about how much Karis loves her cuddles with her dad and the date, and my page is done. So thank you so much for watching along today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you love the colour challenge as well and you give it a go and are inspired by it. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Vic for the GoGo Getaway retreat in March 2021, and I'll see you all soon, and happy scrapping. Bye.